And I'm sick of listening to Umar. Umar, let's talk. Okay? First and foremost.
As Dr. Umar, Sister Dr. Umar.
Well, then act like a doctor and stop criticizing everybody. Bottom line, people who
non-emotional strategic thinking.
Hater. You are a black woman.
You're emotional, my sister. We can't win being emotional.
Dude, you criticize everybody. I ain't never seen you do anything for black people.
Hey, we're not going to attack our guests either.
Calm down, my beautiful African citizens.
You have to see this. We're about to get into this interview that aired in Philadelphia. You had black women and black simps caping for Kamala, while Dr. Umar was saying black people should be demanding tangibles from both candidates for our votes. And we can't just vote for somebody because we think they're black. We're about to get into this heated conversation. But first, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of the videos I have coming up. Not going to waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
On the other side of the aisle, with our Asian American, South Asian American, occasionally black candidate Kamala Harris, she sat in the White House with President Biden for 4 years and watched him pass an anti-Asian hate bill. She watched him pass an anti-transgender hate bill. She watched him give billions of dollars to Ukraine and Afghanistan. She watched him purge and gentrify black people out of Chicago and New York, among other cities, because we now know that there are migrant crises growing in other cities, and she did nothing. And this is after she said on an interview that she can't do anything just for black people. Well, if you can't do anything just for black people, Vice President Harris, how was it possible? Excuse me, how is it possible for you guys to do something just for gays, just for Asians, just for Native Americans, just for migrants? Complete contradiction. And so for me, at this point right now, with 3 months to go until the November 5th election, Baba David, I don't have a reason to vote for either of them. Here's the point that I'm making. For those who are into identity politics, she doesn't meet the criteria of being black by many of their standards. So I'm hearing black people say I'm going to vote for her just because she's black. But according to many American Africans' definition of being black, because many of us reject mixed race, I don't. I'm a Pan-Africanist, I don't. But many of them reject mixed race Africans, but they're qualifying Kamala Harris because they need to believe in her so badly. Here's my last point, Baba David. There's been 14 presidential elections since Dr. King's assassination. 14 presidential election cycles since 1968. Can you please name the one that benefited black people? And if we cannot name the election cycle out of the past 14 presidential elections since Dr. King's assassination, if we can't name the presidential administration that changed something systemically for the American African people, why then are we emotionally rallying our people up to be exploited once again?
We make no demands on the
with
politicians.
identity politics. I do not vote because people are black.
I don't either.
I do not vote because people are black.
Nope.
I vote because they're going to do something for my community.
Well, who is the best devil that you can actually cast your vote for? Looking at...
I do not engage in the lesser of the two evils narrative.
So
I do not engage.
So how do we participate?
Evil, it does not come in degrees. I tell you what we should do. Mm-hmm. We have 3 months. Mm-hmm. 3 months.
Yes.
What black people should do right now is organize ourselves into a powerful, all black national union. Our votes should be tied together, and we put Republican National Committee,
yes,
and the Democratic National Committee,
yes,
and we demand an audience with both candidates, our own convention, because we are not Republicans or Democrats, we are Africans.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They will come and give us an audience in our community.
There you go.
And we will ask the questions that are relevant.
I would agree with that.
Former
Yes.
President Trump.
I would too.
I would agree with that.
We will argue, we will reason, and we will choose a candidate, and that candidate will get every single black vote who has joined our national black political union, and we will promise them before November 5th.
Yes, Dr.
You
Omar.
are going to win because of black people. And if you deliver, will not get a single vote the next election.
So that right there is Dr. Umar's solution. He says black people should come together, hold our own convention where the candidates can come in. We question them on the issues important to us. Then we choose the best candidate that lines up with our interests.
And I'm saying to myself, the community in which I live in, every time I look around, I see other people walking around in my neighborhood, and it's more and more and more and more and more of them. And I'm saying to myself, pretty soon they are going to be the majority in my neighborhood, and when it comes time to get whatever scarce resources are available through the city, they will vote for what they want. They will press their politicians to do their bidding. And while we stay home and don't vote and don't participate, we'll be sitting by and saying, what happened? We don't got no more power. I don't know what happened.
He's overlooking the point, Baba, that black people don't have nothing to vote for. What is Kamala? Those very same immigrants, Baba David, that are flooding your neighborhood. Who's bringing them there? The Democratic Party, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. Who is bringing the migrants into New York, Chicago, and I soon hear Philadelphia? Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the Democratic Party. So on the one hand, you say vote for Kamala Harris, but you just gave me a reason why she's causing problems for black people.
It's so obvious that they're trying to undermine us, but a lot of black people are so emotional, they can't see it.
You appear to have a lot of negative things to say about Kamala, but I don't hear you saying a lot of negative things about Donald Trump.
We can talk about Trump if you want.
I don't want
black people
I don't want to talk
about
negatively about anybody.
No,
That's
but what I'm
saying.
saying is, listen, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm not loyal to no Caucasians or East Indians. I'm loyal to African liberation. So if you want to talk about Trump, let's talk about Trump. But nobody's going to sit here and act like I'm a Trumper or a Trump loyalist. I'm not voting for him, and I just gave you two big reasons why. But I am not going to endorse this woman just because she claims to be black when it benefits her. I'm not doing it.
Dr. Omar, we have somebody on the phone.
Bring it up.
Yes. We have somebody on the phone, Dr. Omar.
Yes.
I'm almost forgetting what I wanted to ask.
All right.
I've been on here so long. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Omar, I heard you say that we need to listen to both Kamala and Trump. I don't want to listen to Trump no more. I don't want to hear anything he says.
Emotion.
Because I know who he is. We don't need to keep listening to him. Okay,
And why should we listen to her? And we're listening to her why, my sister? We're listening to Kamala Harris why? I understand you don't want to listen to Trump. Why should we listen to her?
No, you won't let me finish. And
I'm asking a question. Why should we listen to her?
I want to finish. I need no more information about Trump. Anyone that wants to uphold him and vote for him, they're foolish. Kamala Harris, I'm choosing her because of some positive things she has done. Now, it's not 100%.
Like what?
It's not 100%.
Like what?
A few things. I mean, I'm not here
What?
on the phone to do that. But
What
I
has
don't
she
hear
done
you
for black
telling me I gotta listen to Trump.
people? You said she's done some things.
She's done nothing. That's why she can't say anything. They're only voting for her because she's cosplaying as a black woman.
Well, you ain't gave me an answer yet.
Yeah,
What
Yeah, but
has
still,
Kamala Harris done
you
to
beat the
improve
system.
the quality of life for black people?
I apologize, Cynthia. He coming kind of hard on you, but, you know, and I think you seem to be so negative towards Kamala, but you just sweet.
The Democratic Party
You're trying to be sweet to Donald Trump. I don't understand that. It seems like you're being anti-black.
I'm being anti-black by not voting for a woman who's anti-black. Please explain that to
I
me.
don't know how
How
you
am
can
I
say
being
that you're
anti-black
anti-black.
by not voting for a woman who's anti-black? Please
I don't know.
explain.
I ain't seen her being anti-black.
And I'll take it a step further. She's also non-black.
Why?
Let it out,
the-
Baba David.
How is she anti-black though, Dr. Umar?
Because she sat in an interview. It's all over YouTube. I'll send you the clip.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Where she was asked what was she going to do for black people when she got elected.
They all say that.
Very...
Every mayor we've had in Philadelphia said the same thing. I'm not the mayor of Black Philadelphia. John Street said it. All of them say it. Barack Obama said the same thing.
She said we're not going to do anything. She said we're not going to do anything just for black people.
Those
are her exact words.
But
her exact words, I am quoting her. We are not going to do anything just for black people.
That is so. It looks like she was talking. I mean, see, Dr. Omar, you were talking about not as being emotional, but it looks like
you're defending white supremacy. You're defending white supremacy, and you ain't gave me one reason why we should vote for her yet.
Or him.
Neither one of you have given me a single reason why black people should vote for Kamala Harris.
And then the host of the show is saying, oh, the Philadelphia mayor said he wasn't going to give us anything. Listen, I don't care what politician it is, local, state, federal. This is not Obama 2008. We should have learned our lesson from that. If they won't do nothing for us, they shouldn't get our vote. Easy.
Okay, who we got on the phone line? Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon.
What's your first name? Where you calling from?
My name is Mary, and I'm calling from Jersey.
Hey, Jersey.
And I'm sick of listening to Umar. Umar, let me talk. Okay? First and foremost.
As Dr. Umar, Sister Dr. Umar.
Well, then act like a doctor and stop criticizing everybody. Bottom line, people who...
non-emotional strategic thinking.
Hater. You are a black woman.
You're emotional, my sister. We can't win being emotional.
Dude, you criticize everybody. I ain't never seen you do anything for black people.
You see that? This woman is talking to Dr. Umar, the #1 self-esteem booster for black women. And the black queen is coming for him to defend a non-black woman cosplaying as a black woman. It's all good when the snow bunnies never, black queens forever. But now since he won't endorse Kamala, they want to fall out and flip on him. You can't make this stuff up.
We're not going to attack our guests either.
Calm down, my beautiful African citizens.
All right, calling from New Jersey. We got your point. Thank you so much.
Calm down, Queen.
Because, you know, I don't want nobody attacking our guests. It's like I don't want nobody attacking our callers.
And Dr. Umar, as a black man who lives here in Philadelphia, I am an elder, and I simply want to say to you, I appreciate the fact that you speak, act, and walk as a black man, and that you do so unapologetically, because there seems to be a concerted effort across the country right now to force black men to stand in line, to get in line, and to sort of get on board with everything we're being told. You're asking them deny reality right in our faces as we're being deprioritized. Oh boy, you're being devalued, and you're being pushed aside by other people who have not made similar contributions to the United States. They're being given things in your face. So thank you for standing up.
Kamala, the cosplaying chameleon, she cannot be criticized at all. They'll be fine with us criticizing Trump all day. But if we say anything about this non-black black American woman, they will have a complete meltdown. She's trying to be the president of the United States of America, and we're not supposed to say anything. We're not supposed to ask any questions. Nothing. Yeah, a lot of insane stuff is going on right now. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. Special thank you to Roland C. I appreciate you, Roland, for all of your support. And shout out to our brother BC. Thank you, BC, for contributing to the channel. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.
So on the one hand, you say vote for Kamala Harris, but you just gave me a reason why she's causing problems for black people.